For the next game, I will probably talk about Digimon Time Stranger.
Oh,
Where
I started playing that. I didn't get too far, but
yeah,
I did the first bit.
the game that people all seems to compare a lot to the current Pokemon games, you know?
Oh, that's been a thing since
Yeah,
Digimon's inception. That's
yeah.
always been compared to Pokemon.
I mean, like it's especially now with how mixed I heard Pokemon ZA is. That's what I've heard anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like the Pokemon franchise is kind of starting to the fans have kind of started to
Yeah.
fall off it lately.
Like I think going on Pokemon, for what I've heard, the major problem is that the devs don't really have much time to develop the games since they're on like an annual release schedule.
I see.
You know how long this game took to develop? Apparently, I think it's uh, like
I
10
think it was
years.
originally supposed to be like a PS3 game or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it was, but then it got like waylaid and then a final release this year. So you know, Digimon Story is like one of the subsidiaries in the Digimon franchise, with it playing similarly to other Digimon Story games like Cyber Sleuth, and I can't remember the other one. And people seem to like those games a lot, so this is my first time playing a Digimon Story game. And over like the last Digimon game I actually played, I can't remember. I just remember it was like on the PS1, where it was the dungeon crawler. It might have been Digimon World 2, I think, but something like that. But like, I haven't played with a Digimon game for a long time. And coming in here, I thought it was really cool. Like, it reminded me more of an SMT game rather than a Pokemon game, in terms of the being creature collectors type of stuff, you know?
That was the vibe I got from what I played of it.
Yeah, especially with how the overall setting is. With you basically, concept of the game is that you're basically at the start part of this secret organization that's dealing with abnormalities, dealing with Digimon or electron phase life forms, I think they call it, but then they just call it Digimon. You know. And then at the course to trying to rectify one of these abnormalities, something huge happens, and then you see like a huge conflict between different Digimon erupts, and basically it results in the end of the world, essentially, with you somehow traveling back in time. And the entire plot, it revolves you around trying to figure out why things happen like they did, and you trying to prevent that catastrophe, and preventing the, as they call it, the Shinjuku Inferno.
It's funny because speaking of SMT, like the beginning felt very like Nocturne-esque to me.
Yeah, like when you go into the actual dungeon, it does feel like a Shin Megami Tensei game in terms of setting from that point. How far do you got in Digimon's Time Stranger?
Not too far. I want to say probably like 10 or 12 hours in. I don't remember the exact spot I stopped, but
Oh, okay.
I played a fairly decent bit.
Oh, okay. I would say, in regards to the story, if I was spoiling too much, I would say like what surprised me about the most about the story, that it goes way harder than I thought it was going to be. Like things go.
I've heard.
Hmm?
I said, yeah, that's what I've heard. And honestly, the beginning the beginning itself is actually like fairly bleak too for
Yeah.
for what's supposed to be like a kid's game. So, but and from what I've like heard from other people that have played it, yeah, it does go into some heavy places.
Yeah, I mean, you already expect some of it since it's a story with time travel, but it went even harder than I thought it was going to be, given that it is Digimon. And I know Digimon has always been the more mature and darker of the series compared to Pokemon, but where it goes did surprise me. Especially when you go into the parts of the game where you are actively in these very singularities trying to prevent the bad ends of the timeline, essentially. As for the actual creature collection aspect of the game, the combat system, I think the coolest part of Digimon compared to Pokemon, or at least from what I've played of this two, is that I like how each Digimon have their own unique special attacks when you're using them. Because like they have two type of movesets. The first is their unique moveset, which is usually one special attack they have, unless you're a Mega level Digimon, where you have two special attacks. And then the rest of their move list are these general moves you can learn, either from leveling up your Digimon or from buying through the shop. But the fact that they have each Digimon have a unique moveset does a lot to differentiate them, I feel, which really is a cool aspect, which you don't really see in Pokemon, I feel, because most of the moves of Pokemon is more generalized, and there's not really a specific move that is specific to a Pokemon. At least like from what I played from X and Y, which is quite a while ago. That was my last Digimon Pokemon game.
Yeah, the Digimon in like this game feel a lot more have unique. A lot more like personality and like from each other.
Yeah. I think the building aspect is pretty cool. You got like they made it very easy to level up multiple Digimon, and that's mostly because like not only the Digimon you have in your party, but also the Digimon in your box get experience from battle. So like even if you're using Digimon currently but you want to switch, it's very easy to switch because like the Digimon you have in your box is also leveling up. What do you think of the Digivolution system?
I like it. I think it's very interesting, and like you have like different branches, and you have to meet these like different requirements.
I do think it's cool. Like in order to digivolve from one branch to another, you need to level up specific stat lines in order to do it, as well as build up enough basic Digitamer points through using the game's skill tree, which I thought was really cool. And I thought the skill tree was really cool too. I feel like most of the upgrades felt really significant, at least.
I thought so.
Yeah. Well, what gets me about Digimon is like the evolution lines can vary a lot depending on where you build it. Like with Pokemon, you usually have one evolution line you have to contend with. With Digimon, you have like several at each level, which is really makes you want to experiment and see which Digimon you can digivolve to which branch.
And what's even cooler is that you can actually undo the Digivolution and like go back to a previous like form.
Yeah, and there's benefit to doing that. If you build up a specific, the more friendship bond they have, the more points they retain from digivolving backwards into a previous stage, which does make them stronger when you level them up again. So there is some longevity there. And
there's a good bit of customization overall.
Yeah, like the Digimon Time Stranger does a really good job of customizing the specific Digimon that you want to build up. And there's a lot of variety of Digimon that you can go through as well, which is cool. And me, like I'm pretty basic, so I went with the usual Agumon into the War Greymon line, and like most of my Digimon I built up are basically the Digimon I saw in the animes when I was a child. So I'm pretty basic.
The classic route.
So I'm pretty basic at that, you know.
So I've only ever watched Digimon as a kid. I've never played any of the games.
Okay.
Yeah, Agumon's like the Pikachu of Digimon, so it's like you gotta have him. It's almost like an unwritten rule.
Don't worry, Agumon and Gabumon is just basically the Goku and Vegeta of Digimon. Okay. Presentation-wise, I think this game looks really nice as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I like the art direction.
Mm-hmm. I think it's especially cool. Going back to the time travel, I think one aspect of the time travel that's really cool is that there's various NPCs you can talk to, and you can see their story sort of develop as the game goes on, as you mess more with the time travel aspect, which I thought was really cool. And overall, Digimon Time Stranger was a really good time. But funny story, I was always planning on buying it, since my friend was really interested in Digimon Time Stranger. I was like, oh, that would be a cool game. I pre-ordered it the first time on Steam, but then when the time came along when near its release, I forgot I actually pre-ordered on Steam, and my friend got a code on the PS5. So I bought the game again on PS5 without realizing I already bought it on Steam. Just like, oh. And by the time I realized I already had the Steam version, I was already like halfway or 60% for the game.
So, oh man, that's a bummer. Yeah.